Hey, today we're going to install exhaust kit on a ZR2 pickup, 20 to 22 liter. These babies are animal. I've already removed the factory exhaust system, got all the tailpipes and everything out of the way, kept all the factory hangers, we're reusing them all. And in addition, we reuse a factory band clamp. This is the band clamp that attached the factory system to the factory Y pipe. So the first thing we're going to do, I clipped a couple little tabs off. It pops off the factory system real easy. Next, I anti-seized the ball. And the reason I anti-seized the ball is because it's got rust and stuff and I want it to seal up tight. So we simply pop the factory clamp back on. This is a 13 millimeter. Then our pulse chamber is the next component installed. So we're going to simply slip it up here in place, slide it on. This takes a 13 millimeter. Put lots of anti-seize on the factory fastener. I want to make sure it's over both sealing surfaces. Next, we're going to install our head pipe. And as always, I want to mark a 2-inch mark on my pulse chamber, because I want to know how far my head pipes are on or how far they're not on. All of our kits come from maximum wheelbase trucks. In other words, your truck's a 2-door, 4-door, 6-door, whatever. So we're going to take our head pipe, and I already pre-slipped the clamp on, put it on figure tight, right? I don't want to chase fasteners. I'm going to slide it over my head pipe, my pulse chamber, with the offset running towards down. Yes, I've installed the system. This is the one we dynoed the truck with. So I want to get this up in position, get it somewhat level. I want it to point straight back in the chassis. And this is the critical part, because your head pipes may be longer. The rear end housing, from the rear end housing itself, not the guard. We want to measure from the rear end housing. We want to be 33.5 inches, which I've already pre-cut this one. And that sets our head pipe lengths. I'm going to slip it up over my head pipe, my pulse chamber, making sure they're 33.5 inches. I want them both 33.5 from the rear end housing, not this guard, the rear end housing. You want to come over? And I got my 2-inch marks on my head pipes. Slide these up. The front hanger in your kit is number 100. It snaps back into the factory hanger in the front. .101 goes on the right rear muffler. 102 goes on the left rear muffler. After we've achieved that, I got everything just kind of hanging in loose, nothing real tight. I'm going to go back up here and snug up the front just. And we're hanging on our hangers the way we want to be, pulling straight down. Now we're going to hanger 105. Our tailpipe is all one piece, so if it's this up into mine. And I got my hanger in position. And I'm going to just slide it forward in a straight section, making sure I keep that. I remember right from the tail, from the cross member to the tip is 19, so it goes through the factory mount. Slide into our 2-inch mark, and then I'm going to stand this. And the top of that axle pipe should run parallel with the bed of the truck, right? Lightly snug my hanger. For 102, that's on the outlet of our muffler. Now the tailpipe for the left-hand side has a slash already built into it. This hanger for this system is 106. And it goes right up in the factory mount. slide it up. I'm going to make it touch the bottom of my factory hanger. So here's where we have lots of adjustment, right? Let's take side A. It's 19 inches. Side B, it's 19. Could go up just an 1/8. I'm gonna go for my lift. Oh, 19-y. 19-y. Here's a little trick. Now we wanna make sure our tailpipes are the same distance, right? I'm gonna go from the notch here to the pipe. So that's the setup for installing your XR2 exhaust system. Now we're gonna go back through and I'm gonna final tighten everything. But you can adjust these tips. I will go through and final tighten everything. We wanna double check our clearance between our axle pipe. We got about 5, loose 4, plenty of clearance so nothing will touch us when the suspension. Hanging all in the factory hangers, pulling straight down for load on it, clamped. Tightened everything in our system. I'm going to final tighten it. Make sure all of our adjustments and our tailpipe stays the same. But this is Mike, MPI Exhaust Technologies, where we build kits and ship them directly to you.